Okay, so for my business interviews, I interviewed Chris Fore from Gulfport, Mississippi. He is the owner of Design, Precast, and Pipe. They manufacture concrete products, most recognizably concrete pipe, also concrete wall panels, sewer manholes, drainage inlets, highway barrier, and many other related products. They have facilities in Gulfport and Lafayette, Louisiana, and produce over 100,000 tons of concrete a year. I also interviewed R.Tabb Kraker, who is a women's clothing boutique and gift shop owner in Starkville, Mississippi. She is a staple of the Main Street business community. She's also involved in many other activities in her community, such as being on the board for the Main Street Association, Starkville Young Professionals, Business Networking International. She's an ambassador for Starkville. She's also a former Tri-Delt Alumni Chapter President and recruitment advisor. She is a former member of the Starkville Rotary Club, and she's also the sales manager for at Parents of Mississippi State. I chose these two for their diverse businesses and locations, just to have an idea of what business owners in different parts of the state felt about their school districts. Mr. Fore was able to talk about his involvement with Louisiana schools as well as our local Gulfport schools. And he mentioned that they are currently actually working on a project with local area administration near the Lafayette plant on an art project where art students from around Louisiana are competing on a design incorporating concrete pipe. And it's a project that he said is in an effort to invite more industry into community and project a positive relationship between the two. So they had differing views of their local school districts. When Mr. Fore spoke about the Gulfport School District, he felt that there wasn't a lot of diversity that he knew of in ideas and coming up with new ways to connect with the community, whereas Ms. Tabb said that she felt that they had a really great school district and that they, having the university there, she knew there was a lot of connection and resources that came from the university to the schools. They didn't particularly know the mission of their school districts, although Ms. Tabb said that she felt like the mission was bringing hands-on activities and qualified educators to enhance the children's learning. When I asked about committees and did they know any involvement in committees, Mr. Fore said that he was not aware of any committees. Ms. Tabb said that she also was unaware of committees and felt that she would have been asked to be on them because she's on many other committees in the community, and so she felt like if there was something that involved businesses, she would be a part of it. And definitely both said if they were asked that they would be willing to be on committees for the schools. When I talked to them about how representatives of their businesses interact with the schools, they both said that they really only knew of employees who had children that attended the schools and going to sporting events, graduations, and things like that, but nothing past that. Mr. Fore knew that there were some local business owners on the school board, but did not know of any direct involvement with class instruction or activities. Ms. Tabb said that she knows that businesses in the area sponsor and give back to the schools, that their local JA does a reading train program, there's Stuff the Backpacks, and many other educational related activities as a part of a philanthropy in community service hours. She also said that mostly the schools reach out to businesses when they need donations for things, and the PTA usually asks for maybe like teacher appreciation gifts and things like that. They felt like there were diverse populations and subgroups in the community, and that they felt like that those groups were valid members of the community and felt included. They weren't aware of the school publishing relevant statistics that highlighted school success other than when the local newspapers post test scores. They both said they were not followers on Facebook or any other social media. They felt like they probably were available, they just were not aware of them and weren't a part of that. Interestingly, when I asked what their opinion was about what the schools needed to do to strengthen their ties with the community, Mr. Fore said that he believed the school should offer a program enabling students to visit local companies, maybe enroll with them a program that offers students to come see the variation of available jobs it takes to run a company. He said, for instance, his company has employees that are accountants, AutoCAD drafting, logistics management, inside and outside sales, heavy equipment operators, truck drivers, project managers, etc. He said they also employ everyone from every culture, that he thinks it would be valuable for students to see that in the real world, employment is based on skill, not race or culture, and that it would be valuable for students to visit an outside company and see all of the positions available, and it may help students determine what direction they would take in their careers. He also felt that many students have a hard time connecting classroom curriculum to real world jobs, and that would give them an opportunity to see that connection. Ms. Tabb said that what she notices the biggest divide between the businesses and schools is that the schools just stick to the school stuff, that they worry about education, whereas the businesses stick to tourism and bringing in more businesses, which in turn they promote the schools because they want to show outside businesses coming in, you know, this is a great place to be, we have great schools, we have great businesses. And so they feel like, or she felt like, that the local community and business owners that she works with really promote the schools, but she didn't feel like the schools really promote them or do any type of community involvement with them as much as what the businesses do for the school district. She said that she does have interns that come in and work in her store, and it ranges from high school to college students. But other than that, she doesn't work a whole lot directly with the local school district or schools, and feels like, you know, the schools could do a better job of reaching out to businesses beyond just wanting donations or those type of resources. They both kind of finished up the interviews kind of with that sentiment that they're both willing to be involved, but they just don't feel like they know that much about it or are well informed, and that they would like to see more the schools and district reach out more to businesses like theirs in another way. So that concludes my interviews. Thank you. This is Rachel Gillenwater signing off.